Hello and welcome to another Mighty Justice online gaming video game show special, and today we'll be discussing free, massively multiplayer online games. Now we'll be reviewing Maple Story, Space Cowboy and FlyFF, aka FlyFF. And we might discuss some other stuff, but I'm not sure yet. Well anyway, here's the review!
Remember Wonder Boy and Monsterland for the Master System? A side-scrolling platform RPG? We'll add online features and modern graphics, and you have Maple Story. There's not a lot to Maple Story, besides generic quests and grinding. At level 8 or 10, depending on what you want to be, you can change your class. Then as usual, later on in the game, you can choose another class. Then later on after that, you can choose another class yet again. Magic users pretty much own the game though, but there's also Thief, Warrior, and Bowman. When you hit level 20, there's some party quests that open up. These can be pretty fun, depending on who you play with. Just make sure you don't get someone that doesn't understand English.
Me tie, you level, heal please!
There is however some mini-games. There's a card and a board game, but you need to get the items for these from monster drops. The grind will probably turn you off of this game. It starts around level 15. Also, there's jumping quests later on, where you pretty much just have to jump from a 5-pixel block onto another 5-pixel block, all the way to the top of a stupid room. And then the reward's something really shitty anyway. You will get frustrated. Is Maple Story worth the download? Well, if you want to change from point-and-click MMOs, maybe. But other than that, you won't find awesome Killer Instinct Super Nintendo gameplay here. No way, man.
So you're probably wondering what a grind is and what's PvP. Well, PvP is player versus player combat, while PvE is player versus enemy. And then what's a grind? Well, you know when the level starts to get really slow and you're spending 5 hours to level up? Well, that's what a grind is. Because you're grinding the enemies, going through all these millions of enemies just to get one level. That's your grind.
FlyFF is a pretty standard MMORPG with the added bonus of being able to fly when you get to level 20. Character creation is pretty basic, but in towns you can purchase hairstyles and colouring for your hair. You begin your life as a vagrant, a basic newbie class with a few attack combos. That's right, attack combos. In the bottom right of the game screen there's a 5-slot meter. You can tack on skills to make a 5-skill combo. Some skills are openers while some are fillers and others are enders. Skills also level up similar to skills on Secret of Mana, so all you have to really do is just spam the skill and it will level up for you and stuff. At level 15 you can change your class. Classes are Acrobat, Assist, Magician and Mercenary. These open up to a 3rd class later on in the game, about level 60 or so. But this game is a mega grind, so you'll probably quit half the way to that. At level 20 you're given the choice to fly either a broomstick or a hoverboard. Besides the novelty of
Whoa! Flying in an MMORPG!
these make travelling more interesting rather than running from area to area or warping. Oh yeah, there's also enemies that fly around and crap, but the game's bugged and like, you try to attack them and you can't actually attack them, it's just stupid. If you can handle the grind and the stupid flying enemy bug, then you'll probably have fun with this game. It's a decent MMORPG and a lot better than a lot of the crap out there. Like RuneScape, you know? Yeah.
I'd like to take this opportunity to say hi to my internet girlfriend, Rock Sugar. Hi!
Space Cowboy is an MMO 3D shoot-'em-up. It plays similar to Star Fox and the Nintendo Star Wars games. You're given a choice of 4 ships when you make your character. There's 2 lightweight ships and 2 tank-like ships. You do get to choose an avatar, but these are all pre-made and there's no customization at all. When you level up, you'll gain a single skill point, but when placed on an attribute, these add a few digits, rather than just 1 point bonus. The game has a built-in mission menu, meaning you don't have to run around to find certain NPCs. So every time you level up, you're presented with a new mission to complete. These range from flying through a cave to destroying a certain enemy and collecting their parts. As for rewards, you usually get a load of EXP, most of the time leveling you up, and then some cash, items, and then sometimes skill points. When you hit level 11, you're given the choice of 2 sides to choose. These factions open up 2 extra sets of missions for you to complete. From what I hear, the PvP is pretty sweet on Space Cowboy. However, I'm a PvE Care Bear and don't really get into the whole competitive side of PvP in MMO games. Space Cowboy also has voice chat, which can only be done between 2 players, but still, it's in there. Space Cowboy is worth your time if you've got the time to play it. There's not so much of a grind and there is a pretty decent guild system. That, and it's free to play forever, and you can't go better than that.
Well, I hope you enjoyed another poorly lighted Mighty Justice Gaming Show review special episode thing. Now, if there's any games you want me to review or show on the show, well, just find my contact details, probably in my profile and whatever this is hosted on, and yeah, send me some messages saying, hey man, can you review RuneScape? Just kidding, fuck that shit. Well, see you later!